For the longest time, it felt like gaming was in this area of prosperity, that it was always going to grow, that it was going to reach unprecedented heights year after year as more and more people get into gaming, whether it is PC, console, mobile, multiplayer, VR, tabletop, card-based, you name it. It was going to keep growing. It was always going to be big. It was always going to be huge. And so far, ultimately, it feels like it's not slowing down, but it's not ballooning in the areas that would probably be for the best. And that's, well, sales. Sales are down in a number of areas. Look at EA and Battlefield 5. The controversy surrounding Battlefield 5, probably stemming off of Battlefront 2 the year before, cost EA stock to dive. And now we're seeing that Activision, who's always kind of been seen as this massively profitable company, massive expansion, massive growth, is going to be possibly laying off hundreds of jobs tomorrow, Monday, the 11th of February, 2019. And it's spreading all throughout gaming this weekend. Even though there was the polar vortex on the East Coast, now there's snowmageddon on the West Coast. You have parts of the middle of the country that are in tornado watching territory or tornado warning territory. You have flooding in other parts of the country, wind advisories in Arizona. I mean, the whole country's kind of on fire, weather speaking, this particular weekend. But on gaming, the possibility that hundreds of people are going to be losing their jobs from Activision tomorrow is definitely something that's on everyone's minds. Now, Bloomberg reported on this by saying that Activision Blizzard has plans to cut jobs Thursday in the face of slowing sales. Now, the layoffs, which could number in the hundreds, are part of a restructuring effort aimed at centralizing functions and boosting profits. So think about that for a second, right? Centralizing functions and boosting profits. So what does that mean? Well, basically it just means that they've lost sight. Too much expansion, too quick, too over bloated, too over budget, maybe, possibly. But in reality, it's the boosting profit. Profits have been lower. Oh, why is that? Well, could it be that Destiny 2 was not what Activision and Bungie wanted? Maybe it was the disappointing sales of that game, which actually got Bungie to part ways with Activision and take back the rights to their IP, something they lost with Halo when they left Microsoft back in 2011. And as a result of that particular breaking of a merger, that departing of a company, the annual revenue at Activision is set to be lowered by roughly $400 million. It could reduce its annual revenue by almost $500 million. That's insane. That Destiny was pulling in that much money. Let's be fair. Like, did anyone you know play Destiny? Anyone? Bueller? No one? Yeah. It was so bad with Destiny too, that when I bought a copy of Spider-Man on PlayStation 4, when I bought a copy of it back in September, they gave me a hard copy of Destiny 2. Not a digital download, a hard copy of the game. And I'd bought it a year before and I still didn't play it. It's still sitting here somewhere sealed. I was going to give it to my younger brother, but he's like, nah, I'm good. That's true. It's true, but here's the other thing too. Here's what the other speculation says. Now, in a November conference call, it says that some key titles, such as Overwatch and Hearthstone, were seeing flat or declining number of users, which is something to be concerned of. Now, one of my friends works on the Overwatch team. I talked to him. I asked him, hey, what's going on? Is the esports division, is it kind of hurting right now? You know, do you think your job's in danger? Do you think you're in trouble? And he's like, no, we're getting ready to start the new season. It's all hands on decks, and he's getting ready for what his job entails, which is a lot. He handles a lot. So he's absolutely positively not even remotely worried about his job. But Hearthstone, on the other hand, and other elements of Blizzard, on the other hand, I think those might be actually targeted. And I think a lot of it has to do with, if I'm being honest, like Diablo Immortal. Because when you have that kind of clusterfuck situation that happened at BlizzCon with the Diablo Immortal announcement, Mike Morhaime leaving, a lot of other stuff going down. You know, at one point it was reported that the advertising team was running Blizzard, trying to find new ways to make money. It's a problem. And we've all known for years, it's felt at least to me for years, that Activision has hated the Blizzard partnership. They loved it when World of Warcraft was raking in 15 million monthly users. But as that's continued to drop, as money's continued to drop, the 9,800 people, at least at the end of 2017, that were employed by Activision, are probably going to be having a bit of trouble. Because, to be fair, the company has bought quite a bit. Saying here, the PC game maker Blizzard Entertainment and mobile games company King Digital has historically given its various divisions considerable autonomy under Bobby Kotick. So basically, it's saying that it's acquired Blizzard and King Digital, and this is Activision. And maybe those are the problem. But is it maybe the fact that the World War II on Call of Duty didn't maybe do as well? That Call of Duty sales in general have somewhat been declining. I think Black Ops 4 has done quite well. Right? I think that's done okay. But what we're seeing now is, like, even looking at EA dropping 13% in its stock as they said that some of their bigger releases failed. And then you see something like Fortnite, a free-to-play game raking in billions of dollars a year. It's got such a huge, influential fan base. It's just bringing in the dough. And now EA dropped Apex Legends from Respawn, a free-to-play battle royale game that had like 10 million players in the first 72 hours. And people are loving the hell out of it, regardless of the fact that there might be some social justice warrior infusion in regards to the characters. Like two of the heroes are gay. And apparently that has made some people lose their mind. So I don't give a shit. Personally, I don't care. One of the characters is non-gender binary. I don't care. They play well. They have good abilities. That's what I care about as a gamer. I don't care about any of the other crap. I just find it funny that that's where we're at right now. Oh, we need something to criticize. Well, if you're going to criticize anything, if you want to make gaming great again, don't, who cares about that shit? Does the game play well? Does it function well? Reward good gameplay events. Call out the BS that is Battlefield 5. Call out the BS that comes from how DICE attacked gamers. But also don't goad these developers into striking back, because that's where a lot of it comes from, I think, in that particular regard. But that's a whole other discussion for a whole other day. But gaming as a whole, I mean, even look, here's the thing. Even Take-Two Interactive is seeing a drop. Take-Two, apparently, according to their sales forecast, their earnings call, they saw $100 million below what Wall Street had forecast for them. And that's an issue. $100 million here, $400 million there. This shit adds up, especially because games are becoming more like services versus standalone experiences that people will invest their time and money into. So the way I view it is we're going to see more things like Apex Legends, where they're going to have Apex packs where you can earn them in game, get that cosmetic shit in game, or drop the real life cash in order to get the cosmetics. If you offer up microtransactions for cosmetic only things, then you're going to see people actually go and buy them. There's a reason why Fortnite is doing as well as it's doing. It's playing into the popular culture. It's also being sued to oblivion for the dancing emotes. But that's okay. That's actually really solid press for them. And we're going to see other games fall in line with that. Follow with that. And that's cool. That's good. That's great. But these companies are going to be restructuring because they've all made so much money over the course of the past 10 years that they completely overinflated themselves. And they've stacked their deck with people who it does feel like they do kind of hate the gamers. The consumers that pay for all this stuff feel like they get attacked by a lot of people in gaming, and that becomes a problem. So hopefully we'll see less of that, because I have a feeling those people are going to be first on the chopping block. I wouldn't be surprised if they if they pull out a rainbow scale and they start firing people based upon their hair color. Oh, time for the blues, then the pinks, then the yellows. No, not the blondes. Leave the blondes. They're fine. But orange, fuchsia, cyan, get rid of them. That might be happening. I don't know. I'm making that up. I'm just trying to make a joke. But that's how I see it. The industry as a whole has gone to a weird place. And now we're seeing the repercussions of that. It's making all this money, but it can't sustain itself in sales. So maybe they should bring it back to basics. Scale it down a little bit. And we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, I leave it to you guys. Your thoughts, your opinions. Do you feel that Activision is going to be able to actually come back from this one? Do you think they're going to get rid of hundreds of people? Do you think they're going to start killing off brands left and right as a way to simplify and reorg? And then what's going to happen next? Who's going to happen next? Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys made it this far, type in Blizzard into the chat so I know. And put up a pinky for the fallen people tomorrow, because they're gonna need it. They're gonna need it. Anyway, please thumbs up the video, subscribe if you're new, and check back often for more commentary from me. My name is Matt Jarbo. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Since you're here, why don't leave a comment? Let me know what you think about stuff. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that as well. You check out any of these great, fantastic, amazing commentary tracks by me. That's right. I'm not egotistical or narcissistic at all. I'm just your average, everyday, normal YouTuber. Thanks for watching.